All right.
Happy Thursday.
It's Thursday, guys.
My drum roll, my one-handed drum roll. Hi.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome to Thursday.
/ good afternoon, if you're,
Yes, depending on where you are.
Anywhere else
just
in the world.
Anywhere else. Welcome to the second half of the week.
We're late here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
We're yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome to the Nursing School Show. Ask Me Anything, where we ask questions of Christina and she answers them.
Hello.
And I join along for the ride.
There you go, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
My sweet friend. So no class today, huh? It's so fun because we've got, obviously, nursing students.
Yeah, definitely.
You're nursing students. So it's tough to do these AMAs because some of you are in class some days, some not in others. So, we do our best. 9 a.m.
Yes.
Usually
We
Mondays
do
and
our
Wednesdays.
best. So we've been going live every day this week,
Which
is fun. Glad that you guys could join us. I think that's about it. Yeah, let's dive right into our first question from our members. So we do get questions from members. We have a form for you members that you guys can fill out, and we look at all of those and compile them and put them in my little note here so that we can address those first. Everyone else, we're kind of changing up some ways things are happening. So if you have a question before the AMAs, you can go to our page, right? Go to our YouTube page, and we will be posting up scheduled lives. So usually we go live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 Pacific. So we'll be kind of adding those in. And if you have a question and you know when you're going to be around for the next AMA, you can go to that one, click on it, and ask your question in there so that when we get to it, we will say it. And you can also put it in the appropriate one where you know that you'll be there. So
when you go to YouTube, there will be a section for lives, upcoming live videos. So that's where you're going to want to click. So if you ever have a question for us that you want to submit beforehand, you can see just the schedule. It'll tell you hey, this live is going to be 2 weeks from now or whatever. It has the date and the time on there. So just pick whatever video, and in the chat, it'll let you comment. So definitely do that. And then also make sure to set reminders to it. You can set reminders for the live so that you don't forget and don't miss out, especially if you asked a question.
If you haven't, subscribe, hit the bell so that you are notified as well. Mm-hmm. So that is the way for public followers to go ahead and ask your questions. Of course, you can always ask your questions in the comments below. We'll get to those as well.
During the live.
During the live. So you can do that. That will be great. But so members have your own form. Others, you guys can comment here or before the AMAs on the YouTube channel. So that being said, we did have a question from a member that came in. Side note, membership is also open. So if you're not a member, you can always go to nursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/join, and then you can ask a question as a member, and we'll get to that first. So
is someone calling you a cutie or you?
Or thank you. I'm a cutie. Hooray! That's probably the first time that someone said that. So awesome. I am looking beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Question from a member. I'd like to know if you can help with assignments and open book quizzes. I'm really looking forward to this. Hope it will help me.
Yes. Yes and no. So inside our Nursing SOS membership community, so this question is specifically from a member. I would like to know if you can help with assignments and open book quizzes. No, we are not going to help you with open book quizzes because that would be cheating and that's not okay. So no, we're not going to do that. So if you get into the Nursing SOS membership community, do not expect me to help you with your exams. Actually, we had, this is really not something, thankfully, that comes up for us, apparently, until now. So with everything moving online now, though, we did talk about it last spring. We're like, wait, what if people post their exam questions as they're doing their exam? You know what I'm saying? So we actually don't allow that. We don't allow inside our Facebook group you to post screenshots of exams. That's a hard no. for that reason. Like we can't tell. We just don't know. So if you get in the Nursing SOS membership community, no, I am not going to help you cheat on your test. And here's the thing. Here's the thing with that.
Okay, you're going to talk about it.
Let's get on a soapbox here for a minute. I am a patient. I was a patient before I was a nurse. If you are a patient, do you want the nurse who cheated on their exams? Let's just say a round of applause no on that. Like just a whole round of no. You want the nurse who passed nursing school, did the work, and knows the things, right? Like you want that nurse who knows what they're doing. So no, I'm not going to help you cheat on your test. There you go.
I like that answer. Very straightforward. We do not help you cheat on your test. So here's the thing too. I agree with you definitely from the patient perspective that you want the people that actually learn the material. And that's what we're really here for as the Nursing SOS membership community, and for you guys also out there in YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. All right, good. Got them all. So everyone, we are here to help you learn. We're not here to do your questions for you. That does not help you. So at the end of the day, we want to help you succeed. And us just doing your problems does not help you succeed. It may be easier, but like we've said countless other times in other AMAs and other platforms, it's easiness is not a good barometer sometimes. Sometimes you need that difficulty so that you learn, which is why it's difficult, which is why you're going through nursing school. So no, we do not help you cheat. Also, for everyone that is a member, we do have a great private Facebook group where we do help work through questions and kind of kick around ideas, and you definitely go there for supportive help and support. And we have a really uplifting group, so if you need encouragement, go there definitely. Also, that's not to say that you can't ask nursing specific questions in there. What we do ask though is give some background as well. Show that you tried solving it, show what your work up until that point, so that we can help you find out what point you deviated from what you're supposed to be doing, and we can help you determine that and help you critically think with future answers, and that will help you learn. So definitely we help you through questions, but we want to know that you are trying, that you are putting in the effort, and that you are critically thinking and getting to the point where, okay, this is what I've done, can you help me with that? It's the same thing that we talked about yesterday when talking to your professors. If you were confused during your class, if you don't understand a question or whatnot, openly ask the professor, go email them, reach out to them, but restate it in your own words. Show that you were listening and that you're trying to understand. It's just a little bit of a leap that you need help with. So that's what we try and help to do for you, to help you understand, get different perspectives. It's always good to hit a problem from multiple angles as well. So we are here to help. We are here to support. We are here to encourage. We are not here to do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I can't do it for you.
Yes.
I can't do it for you. I want to know where you're getting stuck. So a great example would be like dose calc. We answer dose calc problems basically every single day inside our Facebook group. In the Nursing SOS membership community, students get stuck on them and all the things. But if you post a dose calc question in there, my expectation of you is that you solve it to the point that you can, no longer like where you're getting stuck.
Yes.
So solve it. Do the work first so I can see where you're getting stuck, and then I know how to teach you. Does that make sense? So we're not just going to go in there, post your question up and be like, hey, can I have the answer, please? That is not how we roll. It's not how we roll.
And one final part on that too, just don't post screenshots of your computer or screenshots of your paper.
Yeah, we don't like
write it out and show that you're doing the work. So Again, we want to be here to help. We want to help you succeed. We want you to be the best nurse possible, and that's the way to be the best nurse possible.
Yep. So I hope that was helpful in clarification. However, I don't, like, with all that said, I don't believe that that was a heart behind the actual question, simply because it said, like, open book. Like, do you help with open book questions or open book quizzes? I don't know. I'm not going to judge the heart behind that. So that's just, that's our stance is for all Nursing SOS members. So there you go.
I definitely want to have that discussion because, like I mentioned, our membership group is open right now. And so there are a lot of people joining, and props to all the members that are in the Facebook group that are being encouraging, that are saying hello and helping out. It really is an environment that we do love to foster. Also here on the lives, we have side conversations, people answering questions that we couldn't even get to. So I really love that, and this group too. And
integrity, folks. I love you, Barbara. Yeah. You're the best. Yeah.
So
fun.
We will get to a couple more questions. However, before then, let's do a couple shout outs.
Oh, okay.
For the new members that have joined within the past 24 hours. If you joined before that, go to our previous AMAs. We are shouting out left and right and trying to get to everyone. If we did not get to you or have not gotten to you, shout us out and we'll say hi.
Yep.
So
cool.
All right.
Welcome to the Nursing SOS membership community. Jen, Affy, Maria, Jessica, Allison, Lauren, Adrian, Brittany, Heather, Danielle, Tawana, Jenna, Rebecca, Carolyn, Ariel, Tony, Keely, Lindsay, Felicia, Ladera, Nicole, Rachel, Tewu, Mariah, Irene, Nicole, Alyssa, Vishwa, Amy, Amanda, and Dara.
All right, and I think that's good for now, and we'll hit up the rest later.
That's a lot.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for joining. Let's get to more questions. So
if I did not shout out your name, those were just half of the students, maybe a little less than half, that joined within the last 24 hours. So if you joined before yesterday, or like before 24 hours ago, I gave you shout outs on yesterday's live or earlier in the week. So like if you joined Sunday, we shouted you out on the Sunday live. So all those things. So we're trying to hit all our members this week. Man, it's insanity how many members we got joining. So anyway, I got on live video on our inside our Facebook group, and I was literally crying. I'm like, you guys have no idea how much it means to me. For like you as Nursing SOS members and as nursing students to spread the word about our community. And then it's just amazing to watch God multiply our ministry, because I do believe that this is a ministry. Would you agree?
I do. Yeah, I do believe that this is a ministry. Everything that you do is a ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do it for God.
If you do it for God.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no matter what you do, someone is watching. So you are a ministry.
Yeah.
And so we are blessed to have this platform and that we can talk to you guys and hopefully be a blessing to you. And so this is our ministry. So
thank you.
All right. Next question. So actually there's a bunch of questions that I've grouped together.
Barbara said that live made me cry with you. You're the best, Barbara. We're best friends.
Questions that were all grouped together because they are all in the same vein,
category.
Right? And I think that it will help a lot of people because a lot of people are asking it. So I'm going to ask all of them and then just kind of sum up. Hey guys, I start nursing school next week and is so nervous. What do you suggest I do to get prepared? Good morning. I'm starting nursing clinicals this fall. I'm conflicted regarding working PRN. I am in PRN.
Working as needed.
Okay. You nursing terms. Working as needed. I am in an accelerated online program. Also how to study all the materials. How to survive nursing school. Any tips? What is the best way you've found to study as a freshman? And from YouTube just now, clinical will be online as well. Does anyone know how online clinicals work? I'm freaking out. So just people getting started and how to study, how to get ready.
Congratulations, all you new nursing students. Is it offensive if I call you nurselings?
I would like to know the answer to that because I like it.
I
like
it.
Term.
I loved it when I was in nursing school.
But I'm not sure how
nurslings
everyone else feels about it. So,
but we don't want to make you feel like a baby or something.
Yes,
like nursling, like a little duckling or whatever. Nursling. Do you like the term? Is that fun? Super curious about that. So, okay, that's a lot of questions.
That is a lot of questions. Okay. Generally, everyone's nervous. How to get prepared? How to start? Tips, etc.
Jessica says she loves our nursling.
Oh,
thanks, excellent. Jessica. You're the best. Okay, so when you were starting nursing school, actually, there was another comment that I saw on YouTube that I want to address with this too. Someone on YouTube, I think it was YouTube, or maybe it was Facebook. It was somewhere over on this half.
Okay.
So it's either YouTube or Facebook. Someone commented and said that they don't know how to critically think. Who are you?
Yes, I actually have that question down here that I was going to ask separately.
Okay, let's ask it all together.
How do you learn to think like a nurse?
That was it. Yeah.
We're 1 week into the program, and answering the chapter book questions are so intimidating.
Okay, here we go, friends. You ready?
Soapbox time!
Soapbox time! All right. When you get accepted into nursing school, here's what happens. It's like the entire world expects you to be able to critically think like a nurse. When you go to your mailbox and you get that acceptance letter, it's like it was supposed to completely shower you with the ability to critically think. That's kind of how it feels, right? Like you walk out to your mailbox, you get the acceptance letter, and now you're suddenly required and expected to know all of the things about all the things and to be able to critically think on top of it. Stop it. You are not expected to do that. You are just starting nursing school. If you are just starting nursing school, you cannot expect yourself to be able to think like a nurse because you just started. Of course, you cannot critically think. You have not had the experience or you haven't learned the content yet to be able to put things together. You are just starting out. You are just starting to learn. So do not put that on yourself. Do not put that pressure on yourself to have that requirement that, oh, I don't know what I'm talking about. Obviously, I'm going to fail because I don't know how to think like a nurse or I don't know how to critically think because I'm in my first week of nursing school. Of course you don't. Of course you don't know how to critically think if you are just starting nursing school. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Okay. All right. What were the other questions?
Just getting started or in first week and any just general tips for both lecture and clinical maybe.
Yeah. Nursing fundamentals. Here we go. For just starting nursing school, nursing fundamentals and beginning med surg. So people in those camps, here you go. When you are studying a disorder like heart failure, stroke, diabetes, those are kind of the things that you will learn in fundamentals and then your beginning med surg classes. So things like that. Focus on 4 main things: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Now, I know that your instructors are going to tell you to read the entire textbook. I'm telling you that they are wrong. You need to focus on those 4 main categories. They need to tell you to read the entire textbook. I'm here to tell you that it's not possible to learn everything in there during nursing school. It's just not. Focus on the core content and the most important things that you have to study. 4 main things: patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. For other things that you just need to rote memorize, focus on reading the sections of the book that your professors talk about in class. So in nursing fundamentals, you're going to have other things like, you're going to learn intake and output and inflammation and some fluid and electrolytes and some pharmacology things. So focus on studying the sections of the book that your professors talk about in class. Focus on those most important things because here's why. The things that your professors talk about in class are the things that they feel are the most important for you to know. Therefore, those things are the most likely to show up on your exams. Does that make sense? Nursing content is nursing content. So here, we are also talking about ATI and HESI. They're going to test you on the most important things as well. I mean, it's not like nursing changes. I feel like we often get confused about going from a HESI program, ATI program, or just like a program where your instructors put the curriculum together for you. So if are you in an ATI or HESI program? Can you guys raise your hands if you're in ATI or HESI? Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up, like send up an emoji.
Yeah,
like a
also
hand emoji,
comment or send them an emoji because if you're just raising your hands, we cannot see you.
Barbara says ATI, yeah, okay. So yeah, raise your hands if you're in HESI program. Yeah, thanks. Okay, we've got lots of HESI.
I really like
people.
the hand raising emoji. That's great. All right.
Hey, that's so funny. So, Barbara says, blech. This is why Barbara and I are best friends. All right, that's great. Yeah, ATI, lots of ATI. Anybody who's HESI? Anybody who's HESI? I was in a HESI program. So the thing with HESI and ATI that's different from a regular nursing school curriculum where instructors put it together is that they can really test you on anything, and your instructors might not necessarily know what they're going to test you on. However, here's the thing. I don't want you to get stuck on this because nursing content is nursing content is nursing content. It doesn't change. So it's not like what you're learning in class is going to be totally different than what they're teaching on ATI. Or what ATI is teaching you is going to be totally different than, you know, what another school is teaching in class or what your instructor might test you on. Like nursing content is nursing content. Medical content is medical content. Does that make sense? Is that like, am I communicating that right?
Yeah, so no matter what program, nursing information is nursing information, and it kind of
exactly
is universal.
And like if one instructor that you have in school is teaching it one way and another instructor is teaching it a different way, like nursing content is nursing content. Don't get stuck. Like focus on both of those things, but it's going to be pretty aligned. If it's not aligned, I would definitely question that. Here's the thing. So yeah, okay, so we do have some HESI. Yeah, I was in a HESI program, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, so don't get stuck on that. Nursing content is nursing content. So focus on the main things: patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Now, if you have anything that you just need to rote memorize, flashcards and whiteboards. Those are the best things to do. When we talk about fluid and electrolytes, which we don't a whole lot, we really should because that's so important. Fluids and electrolytes, the best thing to do for fluids and electrolytes, the best thing to do is to join the Nursing SOS membership community because we have an entire course on fluid and electrolytes where I basically do the critical thinking for you and tell you how everything links together, how it all flows. Like it's amazing. You definitely need to check it out if you are at all confused about fluids and electrolytes. However, if you are not going to join, that's totally fine. You need to focus on why do things happen? That's where the critical thinking comes in. So if you are in fundamentals, if you are in beginning med surg, you are not expected to fully know how to critically think. However, you are expected to try. So when you are studying things like fluid and electrolytes, ABGs, your beginning med surg disorders, like you'll study these in fundamentals too: stroke, heart failure, kidney issues with the intake and output, things like that, inflammation, like pathophysiology happening in the body. You will study that stuff. So you need to start challenging yourself to put the concepts together and start connecting the dots. So inside the Nursing SOS membership community, we walk you through that. I basically hold your hand through all critical thinking. Like I tell you why. I tell you the why behind everything, so you can really understand it. If you're not inside the community, you're going to have to do that yourself, which is totally fine. Hey, Matthew, can you post the critical thinking cheat sheet up on YouTube, please?
I can do that. Critical.
So we have a if you are a Nursing SOS member, it's inside your dashboard already under bonuses. You just go to the Nursing SOS membership community, click on the bonus course. You have the critical thinking cheat sheet in there for you. If you are not inside there, you can get it. It is free. So it's on YouTube here, in the chat.
Here.
There.
Yeah.
I'm pointing at YouTube.
She's pointing,
but if you go to YouTube, that's great. That's great. So Matthew just posted on YouTube in the chat. So NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com / what is it? Critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Yeah. / just critical thinking. One word. Critical thinking. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com / critical thinking. It's a whole critical thinking cheat sheet for you. Download it. It's going to change your life. So I definitely want you to do that. Did I miss anything?
I think that's really it. As far as fundamentals, yeah, how to study and whatnot. Tangent before we kind of circle back around, because I think that this helps too. Someone on YouTube also asked tangent question. They're currently in biochemistry and finding it really difficult to remember things. Requires lots of memorizations. What are our tips and tricks? And you mentioned it, and that's why I want to circle back around. Is really repetition, repetition, repetition. Big, huge whiteboards, lots of flashcards. Write it down again, then write it down again and again, and again and again and again, and then again. So,
hey Jennifer, he's talking about chemistry right now.
I am talking about chemistry.
There you go.
So memorization, lots of memorization, rote memorization. Memorization comes down to repetition. Comes down to you talking it through, depending on your learning style, teaching it to someone else, teaching it to your dog, teaching it to your cat, teaching it to the random person walking down the street, if there's anyone walking down the street nowadays. Just getting it out there and talking and memorizing it, repetition over and over again. Teaching it is a really, really big deal, because that is part of critical thinking. You're going to start and put your own terms into it, rephrase it in your own words so that you understand it better, and then you understand it. So really that is it for memorization. I know that it's a lot of memorization, but that's really, those are the best.
Did I take biochem? I took chemistry and I took biology. Did I ever take biochem?
Yeah. I don't think so. No.
I don't know. No. So Jennifer, I don't really know a ton about it.
As far as your question specifically in the Nursing SOS membership community, is there anything for chemistry specifically?
Oh,
no, there is not.
Sorry. I misunderstood your question. I just saw the word chemistry and I was like, hey, that's what we're doing. Yeah. No, there's not. No, the Nursing SOS membership community, we focus on helping you through your core nursing classes. So when you start fundamentals and beyond, that's when you're going to want to join. So not before that, like when we don't have things on AMP or microbiology or chemistry or, basic biology. I mean, we have all the pathophysiology videos in there. So that's nice. But yeah.
My kids are about to know all the nursing things. That's right. Teach your kids.
There you go.
Like I said yesterday.
Double up.
Whatnot. For their math classes, teach them dosage calc.
Yep. Double up,
they
friends.
They may use it.
Double up, friends.
So, dosage calc for kids. That's a great idea. So I did want to circle back around on the other thing that's kind of the general premise of everyone that's asking about starting out is they're freaking out or testing or anxiety. A little later on, someone's asking specifically, they're having test anxiety. There's their first test coming up. So test anxiety specifically. But yeah, just freaking out and worried, nervous, all those things. So we talked about the practical material of nursing school and nursing fundamentals, but let's talk about the mental part of nursing school as well. And we talk about that a lot, is mindset. And it is really all about your mindset. Yes, it is a big deal. You are starting something new. Obviously, new things make you nervous. It is stressful. That's okay. Like we said, hard things are hard for a reason. If it's easy, I would question that even more. So
yeah, for sure.
Definitely lean into it and change your mindset, change your thought process. Oh, this is a new experience. One thing that I use sometimes is reframing the stress for excitement. Oh, I'm excited to go to this. I'm excited. I can't wait. So reframing those thought processes. Yes, it is new and exciting for you, and it's a new journey.
So you guys have heard me talk about it all the time, constantly. Brooke Castillo and the lifecoachschool.com. So I am in her coaching program, and I have been for over a year now. And if you knew me 2 years ago, remember how much anxiety I lived with. And now it's so much more under control. Now it's crazy. Because I have that program, I've done the mindset work and will continue to do. I mean, it's really a whole lifetime journey. It doesn't go away. So I deal with very severe anxiety, like to the point where a few years ago, like I would just have panic attacks on the floor, could not move, literally. So like coming from that place, being in that place in nursing school. We had a question a couple weeks ago. Someone asked, well, how did you get through nursing school with such bad anxiety? I think for me, I learned how to, like, if you have anxiety, you know how to cope with it, kind of. Like, you know how to live your life with it. Like everyone else, like, you don't have anxiety, no. Matthew. So you know how to live your life how you are. I know how to live my life, and I did know how to live my life and get through nursing school with my anxiety because you just learn to like live with it because I've had it my whole life, you know, it wasn't really different for me. So when you are dealing with anxiety in nursing school, just like Matthew said, I mean, it is a whole lot of just trying to calm yourself down and realizing that it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'll just say something there with calming yourself down. That's why what I said, reframing as excitement could work even better. So it depends on you and whatever works for you. Sometimes it is easier to redirect a thought process than completely changing it. So calming yourself down might be harder than just reframing, this tingling feeling as excitement.
Right.
So
anxiety and excitement, like those are two very interlinked pathophysiologies in the body, or like physiology. This is not patho because it's not like, well, I guess anxiety. Yeah, you could argue both ways. So it feels very similar in the body, anxiety and excitement, because you know the heart rate increases, you get sweaty, and like you feel like, I don't know. For me, it feels like I'm vibrating when I have anxiety. It feels like literally my body is like moving at a very fast pace. So that's how it feels for me. So anyway, I know, I can tell. I can really catch it really fast. But Brooke Castillo, lifecoachschool.com. So she's my life coach. And I love how she says, what if it was just fun? Like, what if you just decided? What if you just decided that it was fun? What would it look like? What would it look like for you? Like, challenge yourself. What would nursing school look like if it was the most fun thing you've ever done in your life? What would that look like? And then make it happen. Mm-hmm. Like, challenge yourself. Think in the future. Think to your future self in like 3 weeks. What would it look like if nursing school was the most fun experience you've ever had in your life? What would that look like? And then get about the business of creating that for yourself. Just decide that it's fun. What would that look like? What would it look like if it was fun? So that's what I'll leave.
I like the quote that I saw floating around somewhere. I think I mentioned it a couple AMAs ago, that you've gotten through 100% of the hardships that you've lived through.
Yep.
So, and
I believe that's a Michael Hyatt quote.
Yeah.
I've posted it on our website before, and I've sent it out via emails. But it's, you've gotten through 100% of the hard times. Like, you've made it through 2020 so far, friend.
If you can make it through 2020.
If you can make it through 2020, you can get through anything.
So,
there you go.
I think that's really good. And yeah, people, it's normal. I don't know. People starting things new. It is a new experience, so you're going to have these feelings. So you are in control of your feelings. You determine what you're going to do with those feelings. So they're just all thoughts. Mm-hmm. So you have the power to determine what you're going to do with those. So nursing school is great. Nursing school is fun. Nursing school is hard. Those are not mutually exclusive. They can be all of those all at once.
Yep. Oh, for sure. Oh, that's... Boom! Did you hear that? Not mutually exclusive. It can be hard and fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Nursing school can be a challenge, and it can be super, super fun at the same time. I just saw a good Facebook.
Oh.
I need to scroll up.
Okay. All right, let me scroll up. And
he's going to scroll up on Facebook. That one. How does the program help with nursing school? Is it study tips or extra material? So basically, the Nursing SOS membership community is like me teaching you everything you need to know through nursing school, which is pretty great. So if you go to class online or in class, if you go to class and you don't understand something that your instructor said, You don't have to learn it through a textbook by yourself. You don't have to look up things on the internet trying to find an answer. You can just come home, or, if you're home already studying online, you can just pull it up, watch me teach it to you in a video. That is the Nursing SOS membership community. Super fun. Someone just sent us a screenshot.
Yeah, that was cool.
Someone just sent us a screenshot of their online class, and it was me.
So apparently the teacher thought, hey, let's just put Christina up there for all you guys to watch. So
literally, I guess
apparently
the teacher
Christina's
was
teaching
like,
a course somewhere out there.
Here you
did not
go.
know this.
I have a video of Christina teaching this to you. She literally said that to us. She's like, oh, by the way, you were teaching my online class.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So Barbara, it's a good supplement to class. So yes, it's a supplement. So there is a lot of material in there. That doesn't mean you have to watch everything. That's another question that some people get caught up on as soon as they join and enter in and see all the stuff there. There's a lot in there. That doesn't mean now you have all this new stuff that you have to go through, or else we're going to shake our fingers at you. No, that's not it. It's a supplement. If you're having trouble in a certain topic or in a certain place, go there, find it in the Nursing SOS membership community, watch those videos, ask questions in the Facebook group, get it as a supplement so that you get another side of it. And
or if you just don't understand, like I'll walk you through it step by step.
Yeah.
If you like how we teach on YouTube, step by step, like you guys know, I am all about the steps. All about the steps. Like I break things down super simple for you to understand. Like that is my spiritual gift. That's what I'm good at. That's what we do. So if you do not understand something, just pull up a video inside the Nursing SOS membership community. I will teach it to you.
Gabby, we have definitely watched some of your videos in class.
Thank you, Gabby. That's hilarious. Yeah, Barbara, good supplements class. So, what was I going to say about that? I had something else to say. Okay, so like if you're in nursing fundamentals and you get inside the Nursing SOS membership community, you're going to see we have full med surg courses. We have advanced med surg courses. We have critical care. We've got OB. We've got, OB maternal newborn. All the things. But if you're just starting, like focus on the fundamentals course, right? We have a fundamentals course in there. We have fundamentals for you. We have care plans. We have fluids and electrolytes. We have pharmacology. We have all that stuff in there for you. So if you are in fundamentals and you don't need to know about advanced med surg right now, then don't watch the videos in that course. Like you don't need to know how to do ventilators and blood transfusions and stuff. But when you get there, which you will in nursing school, when you get to blood transfusions, then you'll go to, the more advanced courses, watch that video on blood transfusions. So it's there for you as you progress through nursing school. You do not have to, and nor should you. You should not get inside the Nursing SOS membership community and watch all the videos. That would be like reading the entire textbook. That's not helpful for you. Information overload. Do it as you need it, and I will teach it to you step by step.
Ooh. Yeah. All right. So a couple things. For those just joining, welcome to Nursing School Show, AMA,
Hello.
Asking Christina nursing school questions. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. This is Christina, by the way. This is Matthew, by the way. All right. Membership community is open. Go there if you want to look at it, nursingschoolersuccess.com/join. It's open till Friday at 4 Pacific, only till 4 Pacific, then it will close.
Hi, Connie.
And we're not sure when it will reopen. It will not be available after 4 on Friday. So everyone always asks after that. Will not be available. So just want to make sure that's clear. All right.
Yeah.
Last thing. We do shout outs. We shouted out some people at the beginning. I want to shout out the second half of the people that have joined within the past 24 hours. And then we're going to circle back around and answer more questions.
Oh, Prima, go to, okay, can you post the join link?
Yes.
Because it depends on, just make sure you go to the,
where
maybe I should fix something on the website. That'd be great.
All right.
Okay. Where did I end?
I'm thinking around here somewhere. I'm thinking right here.
Nikki. Did I say Nikki and Caitlin? I know I said Dara.
Okay.
Caitlin, Nikki, Kia, Daisy, Shirley, Natalia, Angela, Poi, Samara, Charles, Sherry, Jessica, Elizabeth, Sylvia, Kelly, Erica, Kristen, Jamie, Crystal, Irma, Ariana, Vanessa, Yanette, Leon, Lauren, Mackenzie, Lacey, Kirsten, Jessica. It's like, where's the I and where's the E? Okay, all Kirsten right. And Jessica. Okay, so that was the other half of the list. Welcome to the Nursing SOS membership community. Yay. If you joined earlier, like if you joined yesterday, we shouted you out yesterday in the AMA. So like every day we're doing shout outs. So
yeah, you guys, so definitely go back to the other AMAs if you want to hear your name.
If you want to hear your name.
Also, just circling back around on a previous talk, we were talking about test anxiety or anxiety a little bit today. Go to one of our previous AMAs. We talked at length about anxiety. So if you want to learn more about anxiety or our thoughts about it.
Was 2 weeks. I think that was last week. Monday.
Okay.
But here's the thing, you guys. If you ever want to rewatch the AMAs or if you like have class and miss something, Matthew always goes back 24 hours after the AMA. So like when YouTube posts it for us, because it doesn't let us edit it until 24 hours later. Unfortunately, he goes back and does the description and he will timestamp it. So as we do this, he's like keeping track of all the time.
I am keeping track. I have not timestamped anything from this week because we've been doing AMAs every day this week. So that is on my plate today. Yep. So hopefully I'll get those all updated. So definitely check that out at some point in time. But I just wanted to know anxiety is a big deal for a lot of people. And we did talk at length about that, which I think is really good on another AMA. So go ahead and check that out. One more question about the membership community, then we'll just get back into other questions. One-time fee membership, or what's the fees like there? So membership community is a ongoing subscription, either monthly or yearly. If it's monthly, then you'll just be billed every month.
Yeah.
And yearly every year. So there you go. So if it's year, then you get like 2 months free along with that. So
so if you pay for the year, you get 2 months free, which is pretty great. Monthly right now is $39 per month or $3.90 per year for the annual. So that will be changing. We do not decrease prices, we only increase. So, and we don't have discounts and we do not have scholarships. So that's another conversation.
If we do increase the prices in the future, everyone that's joined stays with their original price.
Yes. We are never going to increase.
We're not going to increase you guys.
If you join now, or if you have joined, like that would be so mean.
It happens.
That would not be nice.
I remember Netflix going up on us a couple times, and then now we don't have Netflix.
No, we don't have Netflix. So, if you join now, like your price is not going to increase. We are not those people. Come on, world. All right. So, just so you know, to be very clear, your price will not increase. There was a question on pharmacology.
Yes, that's what I want to go through right now.
Sweet.
Go.
Wavelength. Same.
Do you review, or in the membership community, do you review specifically through each pharmacology med?
Boom. Yeah. So we are actually putting out an entire medication database as we speak. Like not right now. Like we're not like posting videos right now. But we are
working on getting those out.
Working on getting them out. So we have a whole medication database for you that we are releasing as we get those videos done. So yes. So instead of like learning medications from, again, a textbook, which oftentimes is not very helpful, right? So you can just pull up a video and I will teach it to you. Now, if you're not in the membership community, that's totally fine. I want to give you a really, really great tip that another nurse on our team taught to me. Or like, she just has really good teaching methods and I love her. So she's actually a nurse practitioner. She's amazing. So she told me, she's like, okay, so when you think of a medication, especially medication side effects, you have to think in your brain, what happens if the medication works too well? What happens if the medication works too well? So there's your pharmacology tip for the day. Did you guys take note of that? Take note of that. What happens if the medication works too well? And that is oftentimes where you will see your side effects. So when you're looking at a medication, like we always teach, learn the mechanism of action first. So you have to understand how the medication is acting in the body first, and then you can learn everything else, including side effects. So let's take Lasix, for example, furosemide. Furosemide, Lasix, it's a powerful diuretic. It's a loop diuretic. So
term that you don't want together, powerful and diuretic. Usually, I mean, I'm sure there's actual cases for that. But me as a non-nurse, I just had to chuckle. That powerful diuretic is probably not something that I want to take. Just saying. Sorry, as you were continuing.
See, comedic value. That's what happened. So, I mean, it is, yeah, it's a powerful diuretic. It's not as powerful as like mannitol or some other ones. So, furosemide, diuretic, loop diuretic. So, it's going to kick out water and electrolytes like nobody's business, right? So, Barbara says, "Oh, Matt."
I know.
Oh, Matthew. So, get to the best. So, when we look at the side effects, Jennifer's laughing at you too. When you look at the side effects of furosemide, what would you expect to see? You're going to see things like, dehydration, because what happens if it works too well? It gets rid of too much fluid. Low electrolytes, right? Because it's going to get rid of too many electrolytes. So there's your pharmacology tip for the day. Huge pharmacology tip for the day. When you look at your side effects, when you are learning your side effects, think about them working too well. What happens if the medication works too well? Then that is where a lot of your side effects will align with.
Okay. Cool.
I hope that was helpful. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we do. We are currently releasing a whole pharmacology database, medication database. So you will not have to look up medications in a textbook or anything. So if you, Jennifer, you're a nursing SS member. So if you go to Barbara, you too, and anyone, we've had several that I've seen pop up. Okay, so if you're a nursing SS member right now, you can go to the How to Study Pharmacology course, click in there and you will see the list of medications that we have right now. I think today, or at least by tomorrow, we will have, we have a bunch of what, so. We've got insulin. I think I did a lot of ANS ones. We've got I did a lot this week. So yeah, we've got a lot. Yeah.
So on that note, kind of related, adjacent to pharmacology and that course and the medication database, someone was asking, do we have in the membership a mental health course? And we do not. But a lot of mental health. I'm just talking from what I've heard Christina mention. So don't. I'll ask her to confirm this. But just to make sure that I'm not misspeaking. But yeah, mental health has a lot to do with pharmacology and providing medication. So we do not have a specific mental health course in the membership community. But as we are putting out the medication database, we will have mental health medications there. Yes, which is a big part of that.
Absolutely. So mental health is a lot of medications. So if you are in mental health, you probably will want to consider joining, because we're releasing that medication database and you'll have the meds for you. Did you mention Peds? We don't have a Peds course.
No, we don't have a Peds course either.
Peds, don't join. Sarah is in Peds. Hello, Sarah. How do you suggest to study for Peds? This is my first day and I'm so lost. So here's the thing with pediatrics. We don't have a pediatric course inside the membership community yet. But with pediatrics, it's the same thing. So if you look at any of our videos for med-surg, the advice still stands. It's basically the same disorders, a lot of them, like DKA. Asthma is huge in pediatrics. In pediatrics, you will see a lot of the congenital abnormalities. Any of the septal defects, ventricular septal defects, atrial septal defects, ASD, VSD, those things. So the congenital disorders, you still have to understand pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions, those 4 things. So it's the advice still is the same, whether you're in pediatrics or med-surg. However, where pediatrics does differ is you also have to learn developmental milestones and the immunization schedule. Those things you just have to rote memorize.
So back to our whiteboards and flashcards.
Whiteboards. Good old flashcards.
Also, kind of pro about the membership community. While we do not have a Peds course, we have Nicole.
We have Nicole.
So there is that.
Hi, Nicole. Nicole is a pediatric nurse, and she is our community manager. So we do have actually several students who are in Peds inside the Nursing SOS membership community because you get access to Nicole. She's the best. I always like her. I'm like, hey, just ask Nicole. Ask Nicole everything. She knows everything.
Over on Facebook.
There you go.
Yes. Get Davis's drug guide. Get the red edition.
Get the updated edition. What was that?
With the upcoming meds database, do I still need to get the Davis's drug guide?
Oh yes. You will still want to. You will still want to get the drug guide. First off, because like there are so many meds in here. We're doing like the 100 and how many are we up to? Like 138, something like that, of the most common meds that you're gonna get.
That was part of the question. Do you go through every single med specifically? No. And
there would be like thousands. I mean, I don't know. How many medications are in the world? Someone look that up. Can you Google it for me?
Basically anything can be considered medication.
How many medications are in the world? Yeah, so we're not going to go through everything, but we will give you the vast majority of things that you are going to give at clinical. So the thing is that like there's also a lot of combo meds where we're not going to go. There's so many meds for like nursing specialties. Like if you're in an oncology unit, man, you're given a lot of very specific medications that we might not cover in the membership community. But if you're like on a med-surg floor at a clinic, we are even critical care, like if you're ICU, the ED, these are the most common medications you will give as a nurse if you're not in like some super specialized place. Even like, we're going to talk about like propofol and things like that. I don't know. YouTube doesn't like it when I say medication name. Sorry.
Sorry,
YouTube. YouTube doesn't like it when you use the word med and medication too many times in your video. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
So that's what I'm going to say about that.
Onward to our new topic.
Okay.
How do you keep yourself organized? I'm so overwhelmed as a first semester student. Yeah.
Did you see the picture that someone posted in the Facebook group of the her planner?
Yes. Yeah. Well, okay.
We have so many students posting their planners.
Yeah. So we do have a nursing school planner that is available to purchase either in the membership community or somewhere out in public too. I think I have a link somewhere that just goes directly to that. Mm-hmm. It is a planner. If you don't do that, just get a planner. Doesn't matter what, but definitely plan out your day. Track down where your time is going.
Yeah.
You need to have a baseline before you move forward. You always have to try and find what the starting point is so that you can decide, oh, you know what? I actually do have X amount of hours left over. Or, oh, you know what? I actually did overschedule myself at this point in time and need to move stuff around. But you cannot know that unless you have a planner or some way of keeping track. We do have a planner. I also saw someone else in the Facebook group that just posted a screenshot of their Excel sheet.
There you go.
They did it that way too. So
perfect.
Yes, any way you can, you need to schedule out your day and figure out.
Okay, it's going to change it's going to make us super dark. Yeah. But here you go. Can you guys see that? Schedule your time hour by hour. This
hour
is the nursing school planner part of it. It's 1 page of it. So we give you, the thing is like a beast.
Yeah, the one that's for sale is an 18-month planner, and it's like over 400 pages long.
We recommend printing it off in like 3 or 6 month sections.
Yes.
Like 6 month sections, printed off in 6 month sections.
So
it's a full 18-month dated planner.
Does this link still work?
Yeah.
Okay. I can just throw that up in YouTube if you want to take a look at it.
NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/planner.
But yeah, no matter what, get a planner, fill it out, discover where your time is going, and then you can figure out what to do with your leftover time, because a lot of times you do find out that, oh look, I do have leftover time.
That's what happened in the community. One of our members, she was like, I just did it hour by hour. I had no idea how much free time I had. I was like, so proud.
So that overwhelmed feeling is the not knowing.
Is the not knowing.
Yep.
Boom! Say that again.
That overwhelmed feeling is the not knowing, which is why I feel overwhelmed all the time.
Because you just don't know.
Just because I don't know. So yeah.
Do you feel overwhelmed all the time?
I just don't know anything. So no. So definitely, that's why we suggest a planner, so that you can actually write it out and get everything down. Also, once it's out of your mind, it's not taking up mental brain power, and you can use that for other things.
Yeah.
So once you get it down on the paper, you can just let it leave your mind for a bit, because it is now elsewhere and you can refer back to it. So I definitely suggest a planner of some sort.
Perfect.
So
that was about managing time.
That was about managing the times.
Yep.
I did see this question.
Okay, let's do it.
It was, so I'm going to ask it anyway. So I capture your questions,
even if you
don't want to ask them anymore, and if I like them, I'm going to ask them anyway. So here we go. How early would you apply for nursing jobs? I graduate with an ADN in December.
Oh, that's a really good question. Have we ever had that asked before?
No, I don't believe so.
I would say, well, okay, this probably depends.
So again, how early would you apply for nursing jobs?
I think this depends on if you're working now, because a lot of students actually are working in like the facility that they want to get a job at as a nurse. If that's the case, definitely, I mean, when you start nursing school, start talking to them. You know, start talking to your manager, start talking to whoever you need to talk to, HR, you know, say, hey, I'm going to nursing school. I would love, you know, XYZ position. And then ask them how to make that happen.
I think a part of that too is, I mean, if you know what you're going to want to go into, that's one thing too. Sometimes a lot of people don't. We were having a conversation about that the other day about, oh, I don't know what I'm going to go into, or etc. Yeah. So if you definitely know what you want to go into, then no time like the present to start digging that well. So you want to dig that well before you're thirsty.
That's the second time you've used that.
Rawr. So yeah, I like that quote too. I think I first heard it from Jordan Harbinger, but I don't think he made that up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he did not. But yes, so dig your well before you're thirsty. So get to it in December. That's really not that far away. So definitely make your connections, networking, and
who's as excited for Christmas as I am? Okay, sorry. Continue with your networking.
Yeah. No, I think I was about done with that. So just network and reach out to your professors or the clinics around in your area that you want to
network.
So
and I mean, if you know what you want to go into, if you don't, like, I don't see an issue with applying. So I guess it depends on where you live, but like around here, like they just kind of eat you up. You know, I don't know. It's not like a nursing shortage or anything. I don't think, but I guess but they do. Like nurses are always kind of in rotation here, so you know. I don't think there's any issue with applying like 3 months before you graduate. I don't think there's any harm in that.
Yeah.
At least like get to know people.
No, definitely getting to know people.
Your like last term preceptorship or whatever your school has, where you have like your mentorship or preceptorship, whatever they call it. That's a good networking opportunity too. You know, if you end up in a placement where you really want to work, just get to know people. So yeah, interested in NICU. So
interested
scared,
in
but
NICU,
it's where my heart is.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, awesome. The little babies. Who doesn't love little babies?
Let's see. Going through. Is there anything up here?
Time.
What? Oh no, the time. Let's see. Actually, there is one.
Preceptorship is a good place to plant the seed.
Planting the seed. I like that. Oh, okay. So we are going to wrap it up for today.
So I have a coaching call.
So. Instagram, you made it to the end of our AMA for once.
Yay!
So awesome.
All right, friends. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you did not get your comment answered, Matthew made a note of it.
I did.
Please show up tomorrow, and we will hopefully answer that. And like we said earlier on, if you have a question for a future live video, you can go to YouTube and look at our live video schedule. It'll say upcoming live streams, and you can post your question in the chat for whatever video.
Yeah, so if you know that you're going to be available for that time, go ahead and post your question during that time.
All right.
All right.
We'll
Take
see
care,
you guys later.
I'm going to click it. All right.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.